Good afternoon, ma'am. Good afternoon to my fellow investigator. I am here to present my mathematical investigation and modeling entitled Phased Cubes. So these are my objectives. Number one, find a formula to work out the number of different phases on a cube size n by n by n. So n by n by n, meaning we're going to substitute the value of n in different sizes of cube we want to investigate. So number two objective is answer the question, how many of the small cubes will have no red faces, one face painted, two faces painted, and three faces painted. Formulation of investigation process. I was given a brief to investigate the number of faces on a cube, which measured 9 small cubes by 9 small cubes by 9 small cubes. To do this, I have to imagine that there was a very large cube which had its outer surface painted. So the large cube was cut up or divided into the smaller cubes, all 729 of them. From there, I have to answer the question, how many of the small cubes will have no red faces, one red face, two red faces, and three red faces. Okay, let's start the investigation. Number one, start building a cube size 2 by 2 by 2 and color the outer surface of the cube. So I have here a 2 by 2 by 2 size of cube. So this is a 2 by 2 by 2 size of cube. How many cubes are needed to have a 2 by 2 by 2 size of cube? And how did you get the number of the needed cube? So, by just cut the cubes and identify or count how many 1 by 1 cube has a 2 by 2 size of cube. So, by just counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there are 8 1 by 1 by 1 small cubes in a 2 by 2 by 2 size of cube. Then what you have noticed, if a 2 by 2 by 2 size of cube was cut up. So I noticed that all of the cut cubes had 3 faces painted. So there are 3 faces painted. 1, 2, 3. So all of the cubes had 3 faces painted. So let's put a 2 by 2 here. Next. Try to make 3 by 3 by 3 size of cube and color the outer surface. So I have already a 3 by 3 by 3 size of cube. Find the method on how to get the number of cubes. How many cubes are there? So, my first method to identify how many 1 by 1 cubes composed of a 3 by 3 by 3 size of cube, I multiply first the 3 times 3 times 3. So there are 27 small cubes in a 3 by 3 by 3 size of cubes. So there are 27 cubes to be formed. Next, if the cube was cut up to 27 small cubes, can you find now how many cubes has 3 faces painted, 2 faces painted, one face painted, and 0 faces painted. So, in a 3 by 3 by 3 size of cube, there are 27 small cubes. So, we're going to identify and classify how many cubes had 3 faces painted, 2 faces painted, 1 face painted, and 0 faces painted. So, we're going to classify. So, we're going to cut the cubes. This is a 3 faces painted cube. And also a 3 faces painted cube. 3. And this is a 2 faces painted cube. So we're going to classify 2, and 1 face painted cube. And also 2 faces painted cubes, 1 face painted, 2 faces painted, 1 face painted, 1 face painted, 2 faces painted, 0 faces, or there's no faces, there's no paint in faces of cubes, and 1 face painted, and 2 faces painted. And last, this is a 3 faces painted cube, 3 faces painted, 3 faces painted, and 3 faces painted. 2 faces painted, 2 face, 1 face painted, and 2 faces painted, and last 2 faces painted. Now, to identify how many cubes had 3 faces painted, 2 faces painted, 1 face painted, and none face painted, we're going to count the number of cubes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there are 3 faces painted cube in a 3 by 3 by 3 size of cube. And for a 2 by 2, and for 2 faces painted, let's count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So there are 2 faces painted cubes in a 3 by 3 by 3 size of cubes. And for a 1 face painted, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 6 1 face painted and 1 or a 0 faces painted. Try also 4 by 4 by 4 size of cube. So this is my 4 by 4 by 4 size of cube. So on our first method, to identify how many cubes has 4 by 4 by 4 size of cube, we just multiply the given sizes. So 4 times 4 times 4. So 4 times 4, 16 times 4 is 64. So there are 64 cubes in a 4 by 4 by 4 size of cube. So to identify how many cubes has 3 faces painted, 2 faces painted, 1 face painted, and 0 faces painted, we're going to classify again. So this is a 3 by 3, 3 faces painted, 3 faces painted, 3 faces painted, 3 faces painted. This is a faces painted. One face painted. One face. Two. One. Two. Just remove. For the next layer,
She's now classifying the number of
pages painted.
now
And for
for
the
example, you are done already. How many? How many?
So there are 64 1 by 1 cubes in a 4 by 4 size of cubes. So, to find how many cubes has 3 faces painted, so there are 8 3 faces painted. There are 24 2 faces painted, and 24 1 face painted, and 8 cubes for a 0 faces painted. So from the results, try to find patterns that will enable you to find a formula, what you have observed. So, from the results, I tried to find patterns which would enable me to find a formula. I looked closely for patterns throughout the numbers. So I found out that to find the number of cubes which has 3 faces painted, it is a constant number 8. So in different sizes of cubes, there is 8 cubes for 3 faces painted. So it is a constant 8. For a 2 by 2 by 2 size of cube, 8 cubes has 3 faces painted. So a while ago, we investigated a 2 by 2 by 2 size of cube, which it has 8 faces painted, and for a 3 by 3 by 3 size of cube, it has 8 cubes, 3 faces painted, and a 4 by 4 by 4 size of cube, 8 cubes has 3 faces painted. I then look for a pattern to find how many cubes had 2 faces painted. So I wrote the numbers down to see if they had a pattern between them. So